Hello and welcome back to another episode of Two Idiots, One Console. The premise is we're two idiots.
On one console. And obviously, again, Timberborn.
I'm not even fucking introducing the game anymore. Just play a new one.
I think we should still, because we could end up with newcomers that haven't been here.
Fine.
Yeah. So.
The odds are so slim.
Right now the odds are very slim, but it could still happen.
I think our screen that shows us the Twitch screen is blah, blah, blah. Looks frozen over there.
It
no?
Shouldn't be. Yeah, there it goes.
Okay, there it goes.
Yeah.
I was waiting for the session of the viewers and everything to load. Right. So not that we have any viewers.
Anyway, so, okay, we're going to go ahead and hit play. We've had a couple of suggestions and an idea or two. So one suggestion is building a proper reservoir. So instead of having just this big lake that, occasionally dries up a level and causes farms and whatnot to dry out, we have a actual reservoir.
Which I have an idea on that, which actually might work well. So we'll talk about that in a minute, because now we do have explosives, so we can. Oh, would you pull the menus down, please?
Oh, yep, better do that. Sorry.
But now that we have,
yeah, careful.
I was messing with the cord to the thing that has the microphone.
Yeah, you were
I didn't realize I was.
Drop onto the floor. But anyway.
But no, I have some ideas for that, which I think we'll talk about that later, though. But it involves the dynamite now that we actually have it.
Yeah, which we may be having a similar idea, but probably different locations. But we'll get there when we get there.
Incredibly simple.
We will get there when we get there. But for start, I actually have a couple ideas as well. One of which being, anywhere we have a tree farm, we replace the beavers with the timberbots, because having the timberbots instead of the beavers means that
Those don't matter, they're not. Oh, yeah, those are lumberjack flags. Or at least there's one. Okay.
Yeah, there's one there.
Sorry, I thought you were going after the chestnut guy, and I was like, that could be a beaver, that doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I do think timberbots, just because by making it be timberbots, which I don't know if we have a gatherer flag that reaches all of these.
Next to the...
Oh, yeah, no, there they are. They just didn't look like we did. But by doing this in all of the foresty and tree areas...
You've got one left, by the way.
You mean this one?
No. One timberbot left right now.
Yeah. But by doing this, it kind of will help up our wood production by having it be more constant, as well as food production for these guys. Because it'll be a 24/7 thing rather than a, can't do it all thing. Like only a night thing, So, yeah. Or only, you know what I mean. I know what I mean. Nobody else does. Which is just saying that I'm stealing from the other idiot. I'm not gonna take credit for that. That's not me. But yeah, here we are. That's kind of the idea, and so I'm doing that before we do timberbots in anything else, which we're down to 0 free timberbots, but we have hundreds of timberbots now.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay, so for reservoir, do we want to talk about that?
Well, we wanted to set the...
Oh yeah, the stuff to obtain.
Yeah, the storage up here to obtain. So
we gotta set this to obtain.
Yeah, see, because it's sit there for a second and just see how much it does.
I mean, it looks like a bunch of beavers are coming.
Well, that could just be the industrial workers that are normally up here.
Well, no, because the beavers that are, it should only be beaver bots up here, except for beavers going to the carousels.
There we go. That should hopefully help with plank production and shit. Now we just have to increase the log production.
Obtain, set this to obtain.
Well, those, Basically, it was just the logs that I was worried about.
Okay, well then I'll just hit this back to accept.
Yeah,
this
that's...
back to accept.
Because those can be distributed if they need to be distributed. I just wanted the logs up here because the log storage up here is always empty because it's so far away from the logging areas. Always fucking empty with the bottoms.
Always fucking empty. I almost want to make 2 more that are just another 2 of these that are just What do you think? Should I?
We need the gears is the problem. Because we keep running out of them. Like, we're starting to run out of them slowly right now, which I think is... Like, part of the problem is definitely that we're blowing through the wood so fast. We really, really need to focus on upping our wood production.
Yeah, I think we need to...
Which you got 2 more beavers to put in for wood production if you want.
Okay. Already covered this area.
Yes.
This area
and then we're also going to increase wood production over in that area too later.
We're going to go ahead. Oh, well, we got 3 now, so we'll just put them in all 3.
Works for me. Now we've only got 1 more section to do.
Which is going to take another 3.
Wait, come on. War dog.
War dog!
War dog!
War dog! He's in bed. I want to see if he has his tail done when he comes out. Bean! Fat Alfred. God damn it, Bean. Alright. Come out here. You don't have your tail done? Lame. Come on, War Dog, what are you doing?
Right, I almost think we need to put more of those around. Which we'll worry about that in a minute, but...
We'll worry about that later.
Hey, you remember that seed thing?
Yes! 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 Oh my god, this is gonna take fucking forever to build.
Yeah, that's gonna be a resource.
Alright, I'm gonna fucking... That's gonna be like fucking ultra low priority
for now. Yeah, do that
for
when
now.
you have literally nothing better to be doing.
Yeah, literally, absolutely only when there is fucking nothing else to do. Which currently there's nothing else to do, so they're working on it. But that's fine because there's nothing else for them to do with it.
Yeah, we just need to... Let's go on to optimizing our wood production somehow. Because I'm worried about the reservoir, but right now I'm worried about the wood just because that's how everything gets done.
Yeah.
Which I don't think it's worth sitting around waiting for.
Yeah, I'm just gonna set it and leave it, which apparently worked.
Good timing.
Okay,
so the new wood production was gonna be in the northeast crater.
This crater.
Yes.
Yeah. We're still waiting on this one.
Yeah, but we can blow the next layer down if we want to.
Yeah, okay. Hold on.
Maybe, real quick, just delete that staircase, because they can get up there a different way now.
Yeah, they can get up there from over there. Which they've always been able to do, they just...
Do me a favor and place down the dynamite.
No, yeah. One layer, and then we also need a 2 layer there. And then...
Yeah, highest priority, and then that'll just get done.
That one first.
Yeah. Which they should be able to reach that from up there.
Yeah.
And nobody should be able to... I think we have just cut off the path to the other side. No, we haven't. Yeah.
Yes, we have.
We cut those. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. We're gonna fix it in a second anyway.
Yeah, we'll fix it in a minute. What the...
Sorry, I pressed a button on the computer with my foot.
Take your foot off the computer. You just hit the power button. It almost screwed us completely.
I didn't think my foot was anywhere near the button.
No, the button's like right at the front. God damn.
Oh god, I was a little too excited about the seed.
To maximize wood production, you must set the trees in the shape of a pentagram. Fucking bean. Alright, I'm gonna delete this because we're not gonna need that. This is done, so I'm gonna go ahead. We're also not gonna need that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just...
Kaboom.
Boom! Okay, so now we go ahead and path platform there, with a stair there and a stair there.
Yeah, and then just cut as straight across as you can.
Yeah. Boom.
I thought you were one off. Fuck yeah.
I was worried that I was one off as well, actually. So that worked out a lot better
Both
than
of
I
us were
thought.
like, that's not working.
Okay,
right?
so now wood. We need a forester. I'm just gonna tuck him into this corner. No,
Put
I'm
him
not.
facing the way that you had him originally. Okay, not quite great. Let's just try different locations. Yep, that'll get everything. Cool. And then let's go ahead
We're gonna
and
need a lumberjack.
set him just at the bottom near the water. Yeah. Perfect.
Cool. And they are not set for beaver bots, and they need to be. Why do they keep doing this to me?
Weird. We'll have to go double check at the district center. You should set it for planting. They're gonna get this shit done fast.
Oak trees?
Yeah. Okay, that's a little excited.
Not what I want. This is not green yet.
Yeah, that's not even attached.
It's not even available yet.
Good play. It looks like
this could be done.
Yeah, I was gonna say. We're gonna strand, but I think everything in here is beaver bots anyway, so it should be okay for like an hour or two. Go ahead and just set the the last explosive, and then delete that.
This one.
Delete that. Yeah.
Yeah. That was the plan. And
Alright,
then
let's go.
And get that shit done. Yeah, they're already building that shit.
Yeah, see, that's what I meant. I was like, it's gonna be done real fucking fast anyway, so.
Nothing to do in rain.
You haven't marked anything for cutting.
It's not that there's been nothing marked for cutting, it's that there's nothing been planted yet.
Yeah, that would also help.
Okay.
They finished the explosives.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you know, it actually might go faster if we start in the middle, thinking about it.
Oh.
Oh, wait, you could just path from that path to the right there.
Oh, yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Easy peasy.
Alright.
Everything's repathed.
And you want to just wood, or do we want, or are we planning to do something else with this?
No, I was gonna start planting trees.
Alright, cool.
Can the lumberjacks reach over there?
Not quite as far. So we'll just do where the lumberjack is?
Yeah, which I was gonna plant more trees over there anyway, so that the wood production's not fucked anymore.
Alright. Right there. Just like that. And we're gonna go ahead and yeah, please get that out of there. Thank you. Now I can make it an oak tree. And then we'll go ahead and grab another forester. Right there.
Yeah, that works.
And then we should be able to put the lumberjacks.
Just literally right there. Perfect.
Yeah, that works quite well indeed. So we'll just make all of that oak trees.
Hell yeah.
And better mark it all for cutting too, huh?
Yeah. That does tend to help.
And then now we're gonna unmark the fucking buildings and paths, because otherwise it's gonna bother the fuck out of me. Like, what the fuck is this? Why are you marked as... No. There. Better. Okay. There we go. Alright, and then beaver butt, beaver butt, beaver butt. Cool.
Okay, those worked.
Yeah, let me go make sure that this thing is still set. Yeah, still set to beaver butts.
Can we turn the explosives down?
If you're trying to sleep, why are you here? If you're trying to sleep, turn your volume down.
Yeah, you know we blow stuff up.
That's like half the game at this point. Okay. Now, for reservoir, do we want to start talking about that? Do we want to work on... Ooh.
Explosion.
Explosions incoming. Kablooey. Okay, do we want to work on reservoir? And if so, where do we want to put reservoir?
So my idea was go to the waterfall, the big one, the main one.
This one.
Yes. So what I was kind of thinking is maybe we could blow up down to, like, general water level, like, all of that section, and then put, like, a dam at the front.
So, like, right here?
Yeah, and then we could have
like
it
all
where,
of
like,
this area?
Yeah, like the river, and then around the river as well.
I mean, around the river is just gonna... Like, it's gonna be impeded by a lot of trees, but... Okay, so we'll have to we'll have to get up there.
Yeah, which that's gonna be the irritating bit for sure, but...
I have an idea.
Okay.
So,
Which I think that we should also start with this area, like, right at the foot of it, so that we can go backward. And then when I say, like, hollow this bitch out, I mean, like, everything that does not physically need to be there to contain water, I want to get rid. You know? So then...
Whenever we'll get there in a minute. Just give me a second.
Yeah, no,
okay?
then the water source will just flow right on in, and we top it with dams.
So,
if it needs to overflow, it still does what it's doing.
We need to get up all the way to be able to get over to here, right? Because we're blowing down below the water source as well, right? That's the idea?
And I'm thinking we should leave a block, like, just around the water source to make sure, you know, like, just in front of it.
So just to right here, basically?
Yeah, to make sure that nothing weird happens,
Okay,
you know?
which I'll go ahead and path the spot. That's where we're blowing up.
Yeah, past there.
Like, to there is where we're blowing up, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to rim the area that we're doing the explosions in real quick. In path, because I want to make sure we can get to it all.
Yeah.
So I'm doing this, right? And then if you have if you have an edit to make, tell me when I'm at that spot that you want to edit.
I mean, other than it might have been more convenient to just go straight down the riverbed. I mean,
it might have been, but like, yeah, I'm not worried about convenience right now. I'm worried about getting them to where they're gonna.
Might have been more convenient to get them to where they're.
Like, listen, I'll do a straight path as well. You know.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I don't understand. I don't understand
Here.
why you so desperately feel the desire to do this.
The reason I'm doing this right now, okay, is not for any inconveniencing. This is to mark out where we're exploding. I've said that like 5 times.
You said to rim where we're exploding.
Yeah, which is like rimming the area that we're exploding. So like we're exploding all in this area.
Yes, and along the sides of this area, out of the water.
See,
to create more area to fill in the water.
Trees in the way.
Yeah, so we'll send guys up there to be lumberjacks and get all of the wood, which will in the meantime help our wood problem.
Okay. So you want me to delete all this and start over?
No, I don't know where I said that. I've just been trying to...
That's what I'm... Okay. I'm trying to understand what you want me to do here, because, like, I told you I wanted to rim the area that we're going to explode in path. I told you to tell me where you want me to make edits. You haven't said shit except to criticize what I was doing.
Yeah, because I thought you had an understanding of what I meant. Apparently you did not. Just, no, stop. We're gonna need those. Okay, so what we're doing is this entire area, this whole section, except for the things that are physically required to keep water from flowing off of the map or into the rest of the map. So, like, this very final line right there needs to stay. Obviously, the stuff back here needs to stay. And then, like, this general vicinity, like, we'll put some levees in and shit, but, like, we'll, like...
I mean, we could just blow up to here. Because then, like, having it be...
Yeah, I'm just trying to create as big of a reservoir as possible. You know?
Which, I mean, I will say this is already going to be a fucking big reservoir. With... Because, like, what I'm understanding here is basically sluices here.
Yes. Oh, shit, there was another part of this that I forgot to mention. No, don't pause.
The way you said that is, like, oh shit is a panic thing to say.
Yeah, it's just if I don't say this fast enough, you're gonna think I'm stupid. Go left.
I'm not going to think you're stupid. I'm just waiting for you to say what you need to say.
We do need to have a section with sluices, like, right here-ish. And sluices right here-ish to get the bad water off the map so that it doesn't contaminate our whole reservoir.
Yes. So, we'll do... We'll plan those out whenever we're... Okay, hold on. No, hold on. Because we're going to need more than just the space that we've got there. Right? So this is 1, 2... It's 5 wide.
Yeah, it's 5 wide, so we need at least 5 to get rid of it.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out. And then 5...
6 out, I think. Because then that way you've got that... Because, you know, like, if you've got 5 and then a block...
Yeah, so there, sluice there, right? And just boom, boom, changes to a 1.
Yeah.
Right?
And then we'll have sluices on the other side, which we won't be able to put in right yet.
I wonder if that would work. Because right now it says contamination 0%, so if it hits 1%, it just immediately cuts it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's go change the ones at the bottom, too.
Like, that should work, which, I mean, these will end up not being needed once we've got this built.
Yeah, but then if a bad tide happens while ranking this, we get to test that.
Yeah. Which... The other one was over here. Boop. And this one, close below contamination 1%. Because, like, 0 is just going to be...
Yeah, it's going to open it, so it needs to be 1.
Yeah.
Now we know. So leave the other ones the same, but the other ones are still working. So.
Yeah. But, like, changing that to a 0, it's still doing its thing. Well, honestly, I was kind of hoping it would be a bad tide.
Yeah.
So that we could have tested that.
Oh well, that gives us more time to work on because we really need to be, like, getting going on the reservoir if we want to get this done in a timely manner.
Yeah. So, right, and have these be
open. They need to open.
Okay.
Okay, so if the downstream depth is above 1, it will close.
Yeah. So we want that to be above 0.9, I think. Because then...
I don't know, we'll have to test it.
It shouldn't ever... It might...
We actually might need to build a fucking water depth thing.
How big? How tall are these again? 0.75?
Dams are 0.75, I think. Yeah,
so this might need to be above 0.8, maybe?
Yes. I think that makes sense.
Path can't be put on those, so we gotta figure out how to get them over to that, which...
Can we put a platform?
Okay. Yeah! Alright, perfect.
Platform.
So then, and then we'll just put...
Well, if we just put a staircase down, well...
No, because these are in line with this.
No, but if we just put a staircase down on the other side to let them onto the riverbed, it should be fine.
So we just do boom.
Yeah.
To do boom, boom.
That'll probably work.
No.
Not the levy, not the levy. The path.
Path and path only. Alright. And they'll probably get this done by the time that,
which we could start putting levees on top too, I bet.
We should probably actually pause these.
Why?
Because then they can't, like, if we don't, they won't be able to reach this first layer.
Okay, yeah.
And then water's just going to be going over them, and that's not helpful.
Yeah, okay. Makes sense.
And then the rest of it's going to need to be basically threes, and then a combo.
And then whatever the fuck else we need to get it down to the right level. Aw, you got Oreos? I want Oreos.
I'm so jelly.
What the fuck, man?
We have
not
Oreos.
Sharing?
We have Oreos.
Where?
In the pantry.
Do we?
Yeah.
Still?
Yeah. I don't know how old they are, so they may not be good.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna look into that later. I'd rather not eat something spoiled on stream.
Yeah, that might be a risk.
Whoop, you went past.
Well, it's okay, because the game is currently paused. I figured pausing while I'm doing this. Yeah, but I figure pausing while doing this is probably the best idea, actually. Just for the planning stages, so we know what we're doing. Okay, so we've got that. That's 5, so we are going to need to definitely cut this out. And then leave this one.
Maybe, like, soak them in milk for, like, a little tiny bit, or, like... I don't know.
Yeah, no, okay, so I used to eat Oreos that were really fucking soft, and the way that I, like, and honestly, I still do it. The way that I do it is I take it, I dip it in my milk, and I just hold it there for a little bit. Like,
yeah,
honestly...
Like, do they taste like milk?
Honestly...
Maybe your family was already, like, pre-dipping them or something.
Honestly, like, 10 seconds of holding it in the milk, and it's just really fucking soft.
10 seconds and you're gonna lose it.
I never did.
Yeah, until recently.
Yeah, recently, but... No, they were just left out from what I can recall. No milk. Interesting.
Maybe they just used to be softer.
I mean, there have been specifically soft Oreos.
Yeah, maybe that was... I don't know. Did you ever read the How old were you? Yeah, which I'm more worried about getting that area dynamited first. Hello, kitty.
What do you mean by that?
I'm more worried about getting the lumberjacks up there to take the trees out before we plant explosives up there.
Okay.
7. Yeah, so you might not have read the pack. Maybe it was like specifically soft Oreos or something and you just never looked. Because I know I did that shit as a kid. I never looked at anything. So now as an adult, I'm like, damn, I wish I knew what the fuck that was.
Alright. Unpause, let them do this crap.
Cat, is his foot, like, on my fucking... Oh, no, now it's up farther. It was directly on my stomach and it was making me feel like I need to throw up.
Yeah, he's bad at that.
Squitchy, squitchy, squitchy. You could just lay down. What are you even... I wish y'all could see where the cat is right now, because this does not make sense.
Yeah. Eventually we'll have a camera. Eventually.
Nah, we'll do a face reveal when we hit 1,000 subs.
That is technically
1,000 subs on YouTube, for the record.
Oh, and I can't even build a fucking... If I want to get them... Yeah, I'm gonna do this, just to get them... up there,
That's
actually.
weird. I really do wonder what the hell is going on with them. My best guess is maybe Oreos just used to be softer.
Maybe. I mean, maybe?
Cat's damn near standing on my shoulder.
Okay, come over here, you dumbass.
No, he'd rather just headbutt your arm.
Apparently, come here.
I almost got mauled. That cat had a whole paw down my shirt for a second there.
Salem.
Yeah, that sounds like it would be a good texture for Oreos.
Yeah.
Maybe you could, like... Were they, like, cakey, or were they just soft? Like, were they similar to when you hold them in milk?
Salem, quit it.
You sure all of those are paused?
I unpaused them.
Weren't we gonna build the dynamite first?
Quit shoving my arm, Salem. I did a path on them.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah. I did a path on them.
We eventually gotta do levees leading up from them, too.
Yeah. Which I actually have a somewhat brilliant idea, I think.
Okay.
Maybe. I could be wrong.
Which I think that we could totally, like, explode the dynamite or the explosives that are down there right now.
Yeah, these ones.
Yeah, those little ones won't do anything. We're exploding things, Dean.
Too late, already started. Easy with your claws, Salem, Jesus.
Yeah, he's the kind of cat who'll, like, nestle himself deep into your thighs and then just claw the fuck out of you. Regular Oreos would suck.
Alright. You're not gonna behave and sit still and not claw the fuck out of us. Goodbye.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. Alright. Now. How tall is this? Because I figure we'll match it with this height. Right? So we go 1, 2, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks tall. From this, which is 1 block taller than this, right? So...
You know, see, I'm like, sometimes I really just want a soft cookie, but sometimes I want a hard and crunchy cookie. So I like them for that, but I'm, like, something about the flavor is off. You know?
We just do... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Yeah. 7, and then this...
The top row should be dams.
Dams?
Yeah, I was expecting to set this back into the mountain a little bit more, but the top row should be, dammed, because then that way it'll, if it needs to overflow, it will. I don't know, we'll try it this way. Oh my
goodness, why is this... Nah.
Allow the fuck word.
That's not
oh my
a
God.
sex-based term. That said, I could eat a fucking box of the chocolate chip chunk chips. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, don't fuck the box, Bean.
Okay. I think that these should be levees because it shouldn't ever really end up overflowing because of this doing that.
Should be fine.
If I'm wrong, and that'll be my fault. But...
But we still need to fill up the rest of the area so that the water doesn't leak past.
Oh, no, I know. Trust me, that is part of the plan. I'm editing a lot at the moment with this.
Well, because you could just put them... Okay. Okay.
There. And we'll just leave this line back intact, I figure.
Yeah, that works.
And this side.
I feel like music is gonna be like, this is not what I meant.
Probably not. About what music meant, I mean.
I think it can have a corner like that and it should be okay.
We're gonna find out.
Yeah, we'll test it. Which, I mean, at this
Now,
point, we'll be able to get rid of all the contamination. Like, don't do it yet, but we should, like, we'll be able to get rid of all the contamination barriers now, which is nice.
So in order to get all of this built, we need to get up there. Right?
Yeah.
Which, can we... Let me do...
I think maybe we should go up from the left. Okay.
I was gonna go up from this side, just because it gives us plenty of room for a staircase.
Yeah, just figure we have to go up and then go back down.
Why would we have to go back down?
Into the water.
Yeah. I mean, we could have them come up over here and then just come down on this side. Maybe? I don't know how we're gonna do this.
Yeah, what if we have them go up from the... That'll be the southeastern corner of the map?
Okay, hold on. Over here? Or do you mean over here?
Easter. Yeah.
Like come up over here?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we could
Especially
literally
'cause then
have
we
them come
can-
up this way.
Yeah, that works. And then we can set them right on the lake bed.
Which, in order to do that, I'm sorry, we're going to have to delete this one.
Sad. It's okay. You're gonna have to unmark it as a planting area as well.
I don't have to unmark it as a cutting area though, because we're going to re-put it there.
Yeah, so just unmark it as a...
I've heard of Bionicle.
I have, but I never watched it. Like, I got partway into it and then just lost focus. When I was a kid, I was big into Transformers, and I was like, oh, these are just rip-off Transformers.
I mean, I know that they're not that, so I'm doing one better.
Well, no, I know that now. Man, you always act like I think the same things I did when I was a kid.
Honestly, I was saying that on a joke. Okay, so now, to go up, we'll do...
I am not sure. It might have even just... I don't know what the hell just fell. It might have even just been like a commercial. And it said, like, I know that name. I know Masks of Power. I just don't know why I know it.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here.
So put a single platform all the way to the left. Yep.
Why am I putting a single platform there?
Put a single platform behind that one.
I got there.
Yep. I was like, if I just show you enough, you'll get it.
And then that
We're
can just be
damn near
path.
home free.
That can just be path over to here.
Yeah, and then all we need is a
then-
path down into the actual location. Really? I swear to God I heard something when I was a kid. Like, I swear to God I know what that is.
I have no idea.
And we were kids at the same time, so... It's not like you're like a millennial or, no, worse, a Gen X, and you're like, it was relatively recent, and I'm like, I'm relatively recent.
And we're also going to go ahead and just... Fuck. Ah!
I swear to God, though, I know the name, like, Bionicle Masks of Power. Like, I've heard that said in, like, you know, like the movie announcer voice.
I mean, it is entirely possible that you did, right?
Yeah.
And it's, but like, it was one of those testy things from, what's it called? Oh, nope, never mind. Fan-made? Never mind. Okay, that does seem like, that does sound kind of cool, though.
I don't know, I might just be, like, Mandelaing myself right now.
You might be. You might be.
Okay, I heard this argument, like, there was this person online, and they were like, God, like, how full of yourself are you that you, like, people came up with the Mandela effect because they remember something wrong, so they swear that it was, like, a different universe that it happened in and shit, and I'm like, that's not what I think of I'm like...
That's not at all what the fucking Mandela
yeah,
effect
that's a
means.
joke, but, like, literally the meaning of the Mandela effect is some people think that this thing happened, and it did not.
Yeah.
And it's just widespread cases of that. And that pisses me off that some people are like, oh, it's about the alternate universe. And I'm like, no, that was just a fun thing that came from the concept.
Yeah. Here comes the drought.
Well, might make building easier.
Actually, yeah. That I don't want to be as high as that, because I want them to get up here and do this one first. I think. Because granted, we know it's not going to go past, so we'll just have to leave this as open until we get all of this other stuff done. You know? I think I should make all of the explosives of the highest priority, though, at this point. Considering I saw them going behind this thing to build explosives, but still building this thing first, so it's like, concern, you know?
Sorry, say all of that again? I have no idea where the hell my brain went.
I don't know where your brain went either, and I do not know how to help you. But basically, I'm just saying, like, I don't know if this should be anything but high priority for the explosives. Just because I want them to build the explosives before they build this thing, at least for the ones that are right here, because they were going through where they're about to be putting levees and shit to put these in to the best of their ability, so I figure I want to let them get those in, because if they don't get those in, but they have but if they build the levees too far, they won't be able to get any of those in. If that makes any sense. I don't know if my words made any sense there.
I think you lost me.
I think I lost myself, so it's fine. It's been in development 8 years, had blessings of Nintendo, even got Crowshell, Lego's industry plant music brand to make a new song for the trailer, blessings of Lego. Recently, Lego sent a cease and desist to the team, along with another fan game, Bionicle Quest for Mata Nui, which was a Bloodborne-inspired... Wow.
Damn, weren't they cool with it a minute ago?
They were... What the fuck, man? What the fuck? What the fuck?
That's probably because they were like, oh, well, if we just make a garbage version of this game,
yeah,
people will buy it.
Oh yeah, it's almost definitely that. We're not gonna be able to reach this one, are they? No, they're not. Okay. So we'll just, whenever they get... You idiots!
What?
They can't get to this one because they blocked it by putting these in first.
Well, yeah, they...
Morons!
You have to tell them what order to build things in.
That's why I had these set to a higher priority than these. So that we build them first. They're stupid. Okay. Pause. 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 I can actually probably not... I don't have to pause that one. I just have to pause that one. And then I'll just...
And then I'd have to those in, just in case.
Stop.
What? Okay. they go farther with it?
I want them to focus on getting this in real quick. Because if they don't, they're going to be stupid about it. And I know they are. That one's paused, so that's good. Because they're going to need that one to get up to the yeah.
Yeah, of course they're pissed off about that, man. I hate living in a capitalist country.
Yeah. Yeah. Living in a capitalist country is hell.
Yeah, like, what if I want my value to not be entirely based off of how much money I have or how much money I can make somebody else?
Right? Careful. What are you messing with?
I don't know, it's a charger, I think.
It is.
It's the only round charger I've ever seen.
I know what it's to, but I don't remember right now. Okay, they built double dynamites. So we're gonna go ahead and explode the double dynamites. Not what I fucking clicked. I'm gonna go ahead and have them explode this one. Like these ones. We're gonna explode these ones. And then the rest can wait. Obviously.
Yeah.
And unpause, 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 unpause.
Voila.
Yeah. Cool. Rest of the explosives first, guys. Which means get up this way first. Also, I'm actually gonna, because I want them to build the sluices first, I think. Granted, they should be able to reach almost all of the explosives now.
Let's see if they've made any progress getting up that hill yet.
Oh, they have. They're almost there.
Oh, cool. We should be setting...
Actually, I need to set it right here real quick. Because I want them to be able to get down to this layer. Because from this layer, they can get all three of these. To get to this layer, they need to get to this layer. Best place to get to this layer from is going to be right here. And then we'll just that. We'll put in stairs there. And we'll be able to get into everything but that one, but we'll take care of that later. Okay. Alright. It looks like they can build a lot of these from... Nah, that one can't be reached. But still, they can build up one from the bottom of where they're at, so...
You want to hear what I think we should be doing?
What?
Setting up lumberjacks to get the trees.
Yes, you're right. Okay. So, we'll need stairs there to get to this side, right? And then we'll cut down basically everything in our way to get to here and just path over to get to this side to cut down.
Yeah.
And then, that'll allow them to get to those trees.
We can leave that last row of trees along the edge if you want.
Yeah. So we're blowing up all this area except for like the last edge, basically. Which this one can just go to right there and not worry about it. And right here was. Actually, I'll leave. Nah. That's me. For now. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because, like, exploding this area in here is just going to make it harder for us in general. So I want to leave where these trees are. You know? What do you mean it's too far from... Oh. Now it's not too far. Go do it.
What was?
This one.
What was the problem?
This platform and this path was not here.
Oh.
That was the entire problem. Lego's in... What the fuck?
What?
Lego's in Denmark, and apparently they still did this bullshit.
Denmark? What the fuck?
You'd think that they would get fucking heads out of their asses. But apparently not.
My cat is currently in my lap, which is a new development.
Holy shit, they've actually done a lot of progress on this.
Dude, look.
Yeah.
It's finally happening.
Look at how much progress they've actually made on this so far.
Oh, wow. That's probably why we're not able to get much time.
I mean, they're only bringing, like, gears and stuff over.
Yeah, I guess we don't need gears, but the gears do take up planes.
No, we do need gears.
What do we need?
Bot heads and bot limbs.
Oh, we're out of power up there.
Yeah, I just saw that. That's actually... How? What the fuck? Okay.
Oh, we gotta increase power
We're gonna
production.
pause this, because we don't need that going right now.
So I was thinking on the other side, the far side of where we're looking, that area, nope, down across the gap. There.
This is across the gap. That's where my mouse
no,
was.
No, back across the gap. Up. Left. Like right in that section, I was thinking we could put more windmills.
Yeah, we can put a couple more. Power. How large do we need? Go ahead. No, we can't.
You know, or maybe not. Oh yeah, that was why we didn't. Was because the fucking...
Can do this.
My cat left as soon as I stopped fidgeting with the fucking wire.
We can put one more.
You're not even here because you love me. You're just here for the fucking wire.
Putting one here isn't going to help us, but we can put one here. And then we'll just... And then... be able to get there. And then we're going to go ahead and pause you, and you, and you, and you, and you. And then they should be able to actually get to that whenever this is in.
Yeah. Yeah, you understand what the emergency priority is for now?
They have started working in here, though. That's good. You know?
Yeah, we're getting somewhere.
Alright. I'm also going to raise the priority of all this stuff, though. Because it is going to be very important. You know? I think I could fit some more down over here, but it's gonna be a pain, I'm sure. There's a couple that we can fit. I am going to see about hammering some more in wherever I can over here as well, I figure.
Yeah.
That way we can get some more in, you know?
Yeah, just wherever we can fit them at this point.
Which... Actually, you can literally just... And now they're connected there. As well as... Because I want them to have multiple points of connection, if at all possible, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's just a good idea. We have learned.
Yeah, I mean, that way if we ever have to disconnect them again for any reason.
Yeah. And in order to get them where I want them, path down there. And then I'm going to pause this one, and this one, and this one, in order to get them over to it. And we'll see if they'll be able to reach that with just those paused and everything. Over here... Ooh, no. Okay. Slight changing plans.
Yeah.
This is why I do my planning paused. This is literally exactly why I like to do the planning paused. And with that to there, we should be able to make it to at least there, which would do stairs right there, which fucking we're gonna have to delete that too, actually. Be able to get them over to here, which we want this to be paused, this to be paused for them to get to that one. And they should be able to reach the rest of these, except for maybe that. No, they should be able to reach that. Okay.
Damn.
What?
It was just a lot all at once, and I didn't really have anything good to say.
Fair the fuck enough. Okay. Actually, yeah. That's... I'll just... Okay. Now those are also high, up to the highest priority, which is very important considering the fact that we ran out of fucking power again.
Yeah, it looks like we're not too far off from doing it again.
Yeah.
We're doing so
I think
well
I could
for a while.
unpause this one because this isn't going to actually be in the way. Who are you? Scavengers. Oh! Hell yeah.
Hey! Man, that took a long time.
Yes, it did.
I think that is the end of the era of collecting scrap metal in that way. I think that's it.
I could have sworn there was more somewhere else.
The end of an era.
The end of an era. Goddamn. Okay, we need deeper water to function. We still have 2 days left of the drought, so we're gonna go ahead. We still have water, but we're like high enough for our wet plants, but we're low for these, so I'm pausing the water pumps. You know, water pumps can be paused.
Yeah, it's this though is why I'm like, hey, anytime like. Make sure you're clicking out of the menu so that we can see what the water looks like sometimes, you know?
Yeah. Once I get this one done, I'll unpause this one. Once I get this one done, I'll unpause this one. And then, well, actually, once I get this one done, I can unpause all three of these and we can reach all three of those, no problem.
Yeah.
So, this one needs to get done, then I'll unpause the 2 logs.
Yeah, but also we only have like 20-something logs right now.
Oh my god, we are so low on logs.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
This is why I've been worried about the log production. You dig?
Yeah. Alright, so unpause that. We're running out of timber bots.
It's not as bad as it was a minute ago.
That is one that I want to be. That I'll just swap to a beaver for now. That I can swap to a beaver for now. Beaver for now. And back to this one.
Yeah, so if you hit play, it should all
Yeah.
fix it. So
I'm going to up the worst case priority of all of the bot production cases. Because I want the bots in these constantly.
no, yeah, that's how we keep up.
Which is also going to require us having the earth or the timber bots in the refineries as well.
You missed an assembler.
Did I?
Yeah. You only got 2 out of the whole Yep, I think so.
Licked it. Look at it.
No, assembler.
Alright. Like I said, also doing the refineries because they are also very important to timber bot production. I think that's it. We're Swap that to a beaver. Power. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
We're all good.
As long as the
Except for the
building
fact
needs
that this
power
says-
doesn't, like, skyrocket all of a sudden, we're fine.
This says we still have 3 vacancies. 4 vacancies. Where are our vacancies?
They might be the out of fuel.
Yeah, which we do have 15 out of fuel.
Which we should not. Go check out one of the little fuel stations somewhere. It looks like 2 just made their way in there, too, so, like, they...
And one's making his way over to it.
Oh, it's up there.
Yep, okay,
Yeah, go ahead and put one up there temporarily.
small tank. I'll put it right here. Make this biofuel, make it very important. Obtain. Okay. Making progress on those, which is good. Making progress on all of that, which is good. Priority of those, so they can get to there. Okay. Now we have an extra bot and nobody is... no, we don't have a vacancy. No. Okay, we're good. Still... I don't know. Jesus Christ. Alright. Unpause, unpause, unpause. Over here. Make it anywhere. No progress over here yet.
Yeah, nothing yet.
Too far from the district. What?
Oh.
Oh, God damn it.
Okay, so can we should be able to put the platforms over.
Yeah, we can. I'm just gonna take that path
Yeah,
so that I can...
staircase down, platform over.
Yeah, so I can platform there, and staircase down, and path, and high priority that.
I love you last episode. We shouldn't need to get over there anymore.
Well, okay, we shouldn't have needed to, but we do. We should have been fine.
I think we should try to keep everywhere as accessible as possible at any given moment. Should we put it in more with
If I move the path.
Okay. So once we don't need the path anymore, then we'll put more in right there.
Familiar sentiments, don't you think? Hold on. I'm testing something here. Oh, fuck yeah. Yep, doing that. Because that, I feel like that was a stroke of fucking genius there.
Yeah, just anywhere we can fit them at this point.
Because, like, that just makes it so I don't, like, because in the corner, that means I can fit them in the corners easier. You know?
Yeah.
Which is very good. Very good. Okay. Cool, they're getting shit done now.
Man, I don't know why, but I'm so fucking tired right now.
It's already 7, damn. It's only been an hour, we're still good. We still got another hour to go.
I'm like, it's only 7. I don't know what's up with me.
Oh, crap. Oh, thank God.
timing.
Which I have you single open, right? Yep, good.
And speaking of which, we really need to get the. We can path over now.
Get some sugar in your system, being said.
I just ate a malt ball.
Clearly, one malt ball is not enough.
Oh, I've got puppy chow, which basically checks cereal covered in like powdered sugar.
Lumberjack flags further up because these guys have nothing to do. I'll just delete one of them.
Now I'm eating on stream again. It's Bean's fault.
That's fine. We'll delete the one so that one.
Because Bean cares enough to try to help.
Yeah, Bean cares. Which we're gonna go ahead and because we're gonna need to get up to well, so we just plop that.
See if the lumberjacks can reach up there.
Well, now that that's in there, they can.
Oh, duh. Huh.
Doofus.
Listen, I can't see that well.
Yeah, but like this lumberjack, like there was 2 lumberjacks here, and I deleted one because they were blocking this. And then whenever this tree is done, I'm deleting this one again. Stranded. Moron!
Why is he down there? Oh my god.
Oh my god. You're fucking stupid. You're so
let's
fucking
just,
stupid.
okay.
I know what I'm doing. Half?
I was gonna do a little easier of a way, but okay.
How is it a little easier if all that takes is...
Could have just put a staircase to the left of him.
Do you think that would have worked? Because I don't.
If that's not already built, then yeah.
I don't know if it'll work. So because it would have to be here. Unless you mean up to this.
I mean, or that.
Which that
would be harder. Just get him up a level.
Yeah.
Make sure everything on that level's paused. I think it'll work.
Getting him up a level is gonna have to be over here, and that's gonna have to be paused. And we'll just high priority that, and then because you know my idea was delete those. Alright.
I mean, you're gonna get him rescued faster.
Should just be a beaver bot. It's a beaver? What are you doing?
I don't think you've replaced all the builders with beaver bots yet.
I have 11 spare beaver bots right now. Fuck you. Fuck you. You know what? Fuck you too. Drop the priority of the builders, actually, because they're not as important now that we have like a pavilion.
You're right, the sugar is helping.
Bean knows what they're talking about sometimes.
Bean knows what's up.
Yeah, Bean knows what's up. That builder, that's a hallway, that's fine. Is there any other builder things anywhere?
We should see how much.
I was gonna say, why the fuck is that flooding? I was like, no, that's supposed to be flooding.
That's supposed to be flooding. We should see how much is making it through the sluices.
Plenty.
Fuck yeah.
Alright, now that you have nothing to do in range, boom, goodbye. Oh my goodness. Okay. Building. Okay. This is so difficult. Things are starting to go good again. I'm waiting a little bit longer here. Just because I want to make sure that... I want these to get good before I start the water pumps back up. Because we still have 6.7 thousand water. We're still good on water. You know? Beaver is no longer stranded, so I guess it worked. Cool. So we're gonna unpause you now.
I need to make more of those rolls out.
That's basically just crumbs. That's not even...
There were a lot of crumbs. I don't want to waste them.
So wrong with you? Something fucking wrong with you.
Fine, I'll stop eating the crumbs, but if Bean yells at you that I need to eat
No, eat the fucking crumbs. I'm not telling you to stop. I'm just telling you there's something wrong with you. There's a difference.
Well, maybe Doug Ben knew that.
True. We have. Okay. So we're building our power back up slowly but surely. It's taking a minute, but we're building it back up. I think we need to...
Yeah, I need to make more puppy chow. We are, like, so out of it.
I think we might need to
I forgot how much I
build
like
more
this.
grav bats. I just don't know where to fucking put them.
I don't think the batteries are even going to help that much. I think it's more we just need the fucking power production.
Yeah, that too. Okay, you know what kind of sucks? Power wheels can't be done by beaver butts.
Rude.
I can't put any beaver butts in the wheels of shame.
It doesn't do much power anyway.
It doesn't, but it would fucking help. Okay.
Well, our wood production seems to have increased slightly.
Which is interesting, because I just took beavers out of that. I think it might be because of this.
Yeah, that is also probably
because they're cutting.
Yeah, they've
this
even made
over
it to the
here,
other
too.
side too.
Yeah. Which we're gonna nothing to do in range.
Which we need to start blasting the side down so that we can put the sluices for bad water in.
Yeah. Which
they can't reach that quite.
they can.
Oh.
This one can, because he's dumb. Nothing to do in range. What about the stuff that's up here?
Did you mark it for cutting?
I swear to God I did. Yeah, I did. He's just dumb, I guess. Literally, there are trees to cut right here.
Turn the sight off and back on.
There he goes. Now he's not stupid.
Either that or he hasn't gotten there yet to be stupid. Where are they placing the explosives right now? Where they're working bottom up, I think we placed them opposite.
No, we placed him over here first. I went from here this way.
Okay.
And putting them, because remember I ended up going past this because of it.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
I think I put the sluices in the wrong spot.
No. You've got 3, 4 is that tree right there, and then 5.
This will be 5.
Yeah.
Is that what we want to do?
I thought so.
I don't know anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and do this with that. That should actually...
Hopefully.
Oh, a little bit.
A little bit.
But you know what?
Yeah, just put another one on that side.
We're going to need more over here anyway.
Make sure that the trees over there are all marked for...
Trust me, they are.
Okay.
Not these ones. Yet, though, because...
Oh yeah, we left the last row because...
Yeah. Okay.
That should be fine now.
Should is, of course, the key
Why
word.
did those ones up there die?
It just died.
Yeah, but the ones that died due to contamination sometimes say they died due to contamination, so...
Yeah.
These
ones back here just died.
Click
These ones due to contamination.
Okay.
They were too close.
Yep.
Which is interesting because there's some other trees that... no, that makes sense, I guess. Okay. Ugh. Ugh.
Me though, I'm tired. I don't know what's wrong with me. Also me, it's 7 o'clock and I don't think I've eaten today.
Fuck, I didn't get you food.
We both forgot to worry about it.
Part of that's not my fault.
Damn, we were at a Maverick. Bumblebee.
Absolutely Bumblebee.
I will fight you for Bumblebee. Bumblebee's mine. I get to be his friend.
Yeah, they're not eating.
Yeah, that might be why.
They're not eating very well. Might be why.
I thought the all caps was gonna be in response to my favorite Transformer, and then it was just, that's probably why you're so fucking tired.
Excuse
to
me?
What? To fucking
Excuse
who?
me?
Which one?
Bean, are we about to fight right now?
It's like whenever somebody says Soundwave. I don't know that
You
one.
wrong. You just wrong.
I don't remember which one that is, but Bumblebee's the best.
I'm pulling up a picture of
Yeah, I'll probably
Soundwave
know
to
what
show
he
the
looks
other
like.
idiot.
Yeah, okay. I know who that is.
Yeah.
He's not the coolest as Bumblebee.
Soundwave is not as cool as Bumblebee. I don't know what crack you're on.
We can play some more explosives.
No, we can't.
Yeah, we can.
I guess.
And the ones for layer 2 we can start working on.
Wonder if we can fit any here. We can. We can fit some of the 3x3s. Not that we can reach them yet.
Okay, like a pet dog is cool, but Bumblebee has pet humans.
I don't even know who the fuck Thundercracker is. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, wait, no, fuck, that's not there. No, not there. I was about to put stairs in the worst possible spot to put stairs because it would have blocked us getting to these.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, he sucks then because Starscream sucks, and if he's just a blue Starscream, he sucks.
Starscream is such a cool fucking name.
Starscream is a cool name for a shit Transformer.
How do they... Do we know much about Transformer Society? I can't remember.
Yes and no. The fuck you mean seeker-phobic? I don't understand. Okay, we know a lot about it.
What?
Fucking, Transformer Society.
Oh, okay. I'm wondering, do they, like, okay, do they have, like, parents, and do those parents have them? Or are they, like, built and then handed to a family, or are they just kind of assembled and it's like, here you go, be an adult, goodbye?
That's complicated, because, like, I know for a fact.
I'm also assuming they're being built. I have no idea.
That is a very complicated answer, and I know that much, because I know for a fact that when, like, and this is technically true for every canon, fuck continuities, this is technically true for every single canon, Optimus Prime and Megatron, when they were teenagers, were actually best friends. When they were the, Transformer equivalent of teenagers. They just ended up on different sides because Megatron's a fucking asshole. And that's my opinion on the whole Megatron being an asshole thing. Like, but also, he's trying to kill every human,
is my opinion on Megatron being an asshole.
Yeah. Like, I'm just saying, it's my opinion. Like, I think Megatron's an asshole. In most canons, sparks come from Cybertron herself, or itself. The living metal of the world forms their bodies and decides their alt mode preference. Yeah. So, like, they kind of show up as adults-ish, but also not. But, like, they do age mentally.
Wait, okay, alt mode preference, that means, like...
Vehicle mode.
So are you telling me these things were already, like, human-ass vehicles?
No.
Okay, because that would have been really fucking funny.
When they're on Cybertron, their vehicle, like, they do have a vehicle mode. Okay, preemies. Got it. Interesting.
What? I want to know. Is it fucked up?
I don't know. But anyway, so, like, what it means by vehicle mode, really, is... So, Megatron and Starscream are both planes, right? Mm-hmm. Megatron is a bigger, scarier plane, but they're both planes.
Yeah.
Right? And then Optimus is just a big fucking truck. He's a semi-truck here, right? But he's a big fucking truck. Bumblebee is a car. There are plenty of Transformers that are just cars, right? Basically, the difference with alt mode preference whenever it comes to Cybertron versus Earth, right? On Cybertron, they are still similar vehicles, but, like, there's no cockpits or anything because it's just them, right? It's just, they are a wheeled vehicle of similar size. Some Cybertronian farm sparks and put them in pre-made bodies, usually for armies. It's called being cast cold or something to that effect. Starscream is one of those. No wonder Starscream's fucking terrible. The idea being that the reason Starscream is the way he is because he's uncomfortable in his own skin because it isn't his own skin. I love that I just immediately... No wonder he's fucking terrible.
Fuck Starscream, I guess.
Yeah, no, I fucking hate Starscream. He's a bitch. He's a whiny little bitch.
We could probably blow up those bottom 4. They don't matter yet anymore. Did I say that and then he just immediately walked over one of them? Because I swear to God.
I don't know, maybe. Starscream also got Thundercracker and Skywarp to reconstruct themselves to look identical to himself. Wow!
You put them the wrong way.
Yes I did.
You probably won't be able to place them yet. They don't like to place if they're going into something. We'll have to blow up the second layer then.
Yeah. He told them it was so that they, as Seekers, may feel like a unified, powerful force. However, it was also alluded that he did this because he was evading the Cybertron IRS. Cybertron has IRS? They have taxes?
I fucking love the lore, oh my god.
Why do they have fucking taxes?
The lore.
Also, yeah, no, like, all I gotta say there is Thundercracker and Skywarp are idiots for falling for that then. Flat out.
It's worse, oh boy.
Do I even want to know?
I want to.
I do want to know. Imagine if the taxes and money system on Earth was... I'm sorry, what?
Gotta be real rich to live.
I mean, frankly, at that point, I don't blame him for trying to evade the Cybertron IRS.
Yeah, fuck, man, I'd be doing the same thing.
If I thought I wouldn't get caught, I'd honestly be trying to do it here. But I know I'd get my ass caught like that, so I ain't trying. I may be dumb, but I ain't stupid. Their money, their lifeblood of their world, and themselves as Energon. Energon rationing was a big factor in why the Civil War broke out and turned into the war between Autobots and Decepticons. Okay.
Which I didn't know anything about how it started, so cool.
Yeah, that is interesting. I knew that they fucking hated each other. I just wasn't sure why.
Yeah, that was all I had either.
I didn't know what it stemmed from, but I knew there was a civil war. And that the two sides fucking hated each other.
Let's see how far down they've placed explosives so far.
Detonate. 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 Detonate.
And then before you get trigger happy with that, remember we gotta delete stairs.
I know. Don't worry. We still gotta do this too.
Yeah.
So, I want them to build those quickly. Because they're just ones. So get over there and fucking do it, you know?
Don't have to wait forever.
Yeah. But, like, we'll have to, like, so I'm actually, like... before the war, Cybertron ran on a caste system. Your alt mode decided your function in society. It was even called functionism. Wow.
That sounds like it was either really great or really bad.
Yeah.
So, like, what do the...
Megatron with his big bulky alt mode was a miner working to harvest energon from the planet. However, he never got much of the stuff he was taking. It always went to the rich Autobot elite. Oh, so the Autobots were originally the bad guys.
I mean, are they still the bad guys? What exactly do both sides represent in this war?
I mean, now Autobots represent I want to live and be free, and I want you to not kill the humans. And Decepticons are, I want you to die, fuck the humans. We need a new planet. And the Autobots are like, no, dude, we can live in harmony. We can peacefully coexist.
Yeah, I just want to know where it started.
Autobots, freedom is the right of all sentient beings. Yes. Decepticons peace through tyranny.
I feel like this started as a statement I don't necessarily agree with.
What do you mean?
I would have been on Megatron's side about it at the beginning, at least, with the whole, like, yeah, like, why the fuck do we work to get this shit and we barely get any of it?
No, yeah, I agree with that. Like, why is it always going to the rich Autobot elite? That's some bullshit. But also at the same time, it makes sense that Megatron, being a miner to work, like working to harvest energon from the planet when he was younger, would have been friends with Optimus, because Optimus also would have been big bulky, because he is big bulky. Megatron became a poet, and his words went across all of Cybertron and got people thinking about how their system was working. Megatron was then taken out of slavery to be taken to gladiator rings.
God damn.
Jesus! I mean, it explains why he's a good fighter.
He's high in the rankings for fucked up backstory.
Yeah. Two eyes.
Which, before we work too much on this, wow,
this was considered the more humane option?
Alright, before we work on this down here, I do think that we should higher prioritize the, bad water route. Because it's not getting done very fast, and I'm getting antsy about how many days it's been since we last had, like, a drought or something, you know?
They're now up to highest priority.
Thank you. And let's check on the windmills, yeah.
I was just going to say, it reminds me, check on the windmills. Okay. So we can unpause this one, and this one both. And when they get those two done, then I can unpause that one. And some idiots built shit in front of that one. So we'll go ahead and do... the other option was Imperata, which involves cutting off and replacing the head of a Cybertronian and replacing their hands with pincer claws. This happened to Senator Shockwave for speaking against the Cybertronian Council. Shockwave. I know Shockwave didn't. Something happened with Shockwave later, too. Shockwave ended up something else, too.
I think that's what happened.
Shadowplay was also a factor also removed, where Cybertronian's brain module is manually reprogrammed. Also happened to Shockwave removing his emotions. God damn. Poor Shockwave. He got fucked up.
No, that is fucked up. What the hell? Looks like they got the...
Shockwave.
Looks like they got the leftmost stuff done.
Yeah, I already unpaused this one.
Oh, good, okay.
Okay. Shockwave. Is Shockwave the one that ends up fucking cop with the thing that says to enslave and whatever? When he ends up on Earth?
Alright, now we can put on the sleeves.
Yeah, baby. Page. Close. Above content.
No, close below.
Contamination 1%. And then Shockwave was the one with the big red eye and giant driller worm in the movie. Oh, that fucker. He was also voiced by Corey Burton in the G1 cartoon. Okay.
Will you do me a favor and go downstream? I want to see what the dam looks like at the bottom right now.
Like that?
Yeah. You see how it's overflowing?
Yeah.
I think that's why it should be topped with dams.
Okay. And at least I guess it's the drought instead of... We're only going to change this.
I'd even put the levee back on the one that's all the way to the left there.
On this one?
Yeah.
And then just dams here.
Yeah, is it dammed high enough on the other side? Okay. It didn't look like it was to me for some reason.
Megatron used the gladiator rings to spread his message of taking down this corrupt system, and it was then that he met Orion Pax. I recognize that name, but I can't fucking place it right now.
Go ahead and delete that staircase so we can get the next layer done.
Yeah, we're gonna have to build down again to get
I know.
down another layer just to...
I was thinking it
It's
was
also
easier
worth
if we
noting
got
that it was
everything.
only by this point he started going by Megatron. Us. Megatron us. Megatron us. And then that got shorted by somebody somewhere to Megatron.
How did they do that? It built every one but that one.
Oh, they did it from up here. Probably. Maybe. I don't know.
I need that last one done.
I don't know. Prior to this, his name was D16. He took the name Megatronus from The Fallen, one of the original 13 Prime from Cybertronian's early history. Yeah, and the Primes were all, like, big. Like, super big. Like, basically the Primes were the rulers of
Like
Cybertron.
Optimus Prime?
Yes. He is, like, canonically, I believe Optimus Prime is a descendant of the original 13 Prime.
Isn't technically everyone because they all come out of the earth? They all come out of the ground.
It's more complicated than
like
that.
Potatoes.
It's more complicated than that.
By the way, I'm taking it seriously. It's a good sign if I'm making stupid jokes about something. It means I'm enjoying listening.
Voila!
Yay! Problem solved. Now we just gotta work on the rest of everything.
Go do that. It's not overflowing anymore.
I have an idea. Do me a favor and go up and to the left a little bit. Okay, so I'm thinking if we can get them up onto this ridge, we could probably put a zipline station right there with no pylons at all and connect it down to right there. And then that'll be a really fast way to get up and down. And also we need to get rid of those trees anyway, so eventually we're going to want to be up here. Please work, please work, please work. Yes!
The original 13 Primes were crafted from Cybertron's core by Primus himself, the god of light and creation. Optimus is either a descendant of these Primes or a reincarnation of the mystical and little-known 13th Prime.
I upped them to emergency priority because I want them to have a faster way up and down because the bots are running out of power halfway up.
Yeah. Not good.
Yeah, not what we want. Why? Oh. Everybody's thirsty. Hey.
Oh god. I forgot to unpause these. Get the fucking work. Get to work, get to work, get to work. Pump, pump, pump. It's already going up though. It's already like, yeah, we'll be fine. I think. I hope.
Let's hang out for a second until the thirst stops.
Well, I mean,
Oh boy.
they're gonna have, oh my god.
That was kind of why I wanted to look at them. Fucking everybody.
Oh my god.
I thought it'd be funny.
Jesus Christ. It's still going. And somehow they're keeping up. They're fucking they're beating it even.
Yeah, I mean, fuck yeah, those water pumps, good investment.
Goddamn.
Fuck.
Makes me kinda want to put in one more water pump.
I don't think we need it, but yeah, I guess.
Just right here. And it'll just connect right in anyway. Fucking Christ.
Ooh.
Slurp, 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 slurp.
Ew.
It's because they're all fucking chugging the water. The 13 Primes were created to fight against Primus' brother, Unicron, the god of darkness and entropy. How this fight goes varies wildly, but Primus is usually put to sleep and transforms into Cybertron. Delicious, delicious blue Gatorade. With...
Yeah, we got rid of most of the red Gatorade, unfortunately, if that's your favorite flavor.
Yep. But...
Let's see how the bottom row of Dynamite's doing now.
I think. Yep. I wanted to make sure. Kablooey!
And then we need too high, it looks like.
No, those are too high, so this is actually
we need
gonna be
another
3
3
highs
high. Damn.
Yeah, those are 3 high again, because...
And then see if we've got this whole layer here done yet. Not quite.
Yeah, they got a little ways.
We're real close, though.
Yeah, I'm just saying, they got a little way.
I wish there was a way to detonate one and be like, don't go past this one, though.
Right? Be nice. But we now have this clear so that, yeah. Which this means I need to actually change this to the auto instead of just open.
Is the other one set to auto?
This one?
Yeah. Did you not have... Why was it not
No,
set
this
to
one
auto?
was set to just open because I didn't want it to do anything yet because we didn't have a way off for the bad water yet.
Oh, okay.
So it would have just overflowed and caused more problems and it would have been a whole mess.
Yeah, fair enough.
So instead I had it just auto open. And now it's flooding again. You stopped flooding for a while, what happened?
I feel like there's something else we're meant to be checking on. Oh, damn near. We've caught up on water, now we're just shooting up. Sure, if you want.
It's just... Got started. We're just gonna let them fucking keep going for a minute.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah.
Let's not do that again. Oh god, it's gonna be a 9-day drought. Okay, our crops, the water crops are gonna die.
That's okay, we have other crops that are gonna be fine. We have other crops that'll be fine.
Too bad.
Because like we have the wheat and the maple and the other things and oh, this. How are you not done with these?
Stairs.
What do you mean stairs?
Oh, never mind.
I don't need those to be high. In a few continuities, the Prime ended up in disarray after the fight with Unicron. This resulted in an argument between the lovers among the Primes, the Fallen, and Solus Prime.
Solus is close to another name.
Don't you fucking dare.
Oh yeah, we can't even detonate this bottom layer until they do the next layer up either.
Unless, of course, I do something like destroying, like removing this one in order to put, no, I have to remove this one to put stairs down.
Yeah, because you can't move them off. Okay.
Yeah, because I don't think I could do them even
You could do one left.
sideways next to them.
You see that one that's like, whoop, no, left. It's along the leftmost wall, right above the only one on this layer that's completed.
That one?
That one would be easier to do. I hate that they do the puff of smoke and you can't see what you deleted, so if you're unsure, you're like, cool, I really fucking hope that's not the end of the world.
Right. This argument led to Solos being incidentally shot through the torso by the Fallen. What are you pointing at? What? This one?
Yeah, get rid of it.
Okay, I'll get rid of it now.
Yeah, we don't need it.
Let me fucking read. Jesus. The fight that ensued after saw the Fallen go into self-exile and his name being struck from the record. Mostly, D16 would find it, Megatronus, and take the name for himself as he became a gladiator. And if I remember, in the Michael Bay Transformers live-action movies, doesn't the Fallen end up on Earth's moon? Like on the dark side of the moon? Because I know that that's like a whole ass fucking problem, is when he shows up. I'm just glad we actually didn't just keep up, but like, we're beating it. That was awesome. Solus's body, meanwhile, had crafted a hole that led straight to the core of Cybertron, creating the Wall of All Sparks. Remaining primes then used it to ignite and create the Transformers species. It's where all Transformers come from.
Cool.
This path because I don't need to be back there anymore.
Wait, hang on. What were these guys before they were Transformers?
Just the primes.
Well, where'd they come from?
Primus.
And where'd that come from?
The Primus was God. Literally, like, so they were, so, okay. Primus himself is the god of light and creation, right? And Primus, like, created the 13 primes to fight against his brother Unicron, the god of darkness and entropy. Then Primus falls to, like, he kind of goes to sleep for whatever reason and becomes the planet Cybertron.
Okay, yeah, but like if Primus had a brother, they came from somewhere.
They're gods. It doesn't matter where they came from.
Okay, except I'm Greek and all of my gods have origin stories.
Okay, but the Christian
God
doesn't.
Christian God doesn't. Actually, we submitted our DNA, so not to 23andMe, fuck them, but like,
yeah.
There's another one, it's called My Heritage, and they, in their terms and conditions, they have a thing where it's like, yeah, we're not gonna fucking sell your DNA, your genetic information, so we were like, yeah, okay, we'll jump on that.
Yeah. Anyway, being said, Baver's Fallen isn't nearly as interesting. His backstory is just that he really wanted to absorb the sun for their sun harvester that the Primes used. The other Primes didn't want to do that since Earth had life on it. Primes cannot transform. Modern Cybertronians get their ability to transform from many different origins, but the current idea is that it was a mix of Primus and Amalgamous Prime that gave them the T-Cog, which allows them to transform. That sound, like the T-Cog just sounds like they're fucking, like it sounds both simultaneously like it is STD and also something else entirely. Tell me I'm wrong.
I'm not sure, but it sounds like it's probably lewd.
Yeah. Tell me when you think I should pause these, by the way. Just keep an eye on this water and that number.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, less I know and more. I need to see the lake level to see.
Which I do keep going back over to it. It stands for Transformation Cogs, so you're wrong. Like, I do keep kind of bouncing back over here so you can see it.
No, it's just so you're aware we're in the last 5 minutes of the episode.
God damn it. I wanted to get the fucking reservoir done.
Yeah, I don't think that was ever gonna
happen.
Oh,
So
we're
close.
one out. Oh, fuck, just raise the priority. All the way. Get that shit done.
Beat it.
Oh, did they finish the zipline? Fuck yeah. See, I knew that would be a good idea.
Get it done.
Yeah, now they're not even using the other path for the most part.
Get over there and get it done.
Oh. There's no reason.
For shits and giggles. That's my reason. I don't need a reason. I just do things. Tell me whenever you think this needs to, you know.
I don't know, I'd like to get it to 4,000 for stored water.
Part of me kind of wants to go long today because this just does not feel like it's been long enough. And I want to get this fucking reservoir done. Transformers lore gets wild and deep, and there are a lot of variations on it, so you can always sort of pick and choose whichever lore path you enjoy most.
Cool. That is cool, really. I like that.
It's done.
Nobody's down here, right?
Do that one. Now. Transformers 1 does a simplified version of the lore I've been talking about. I'd suggest checking it out. I've wanted to. I don't know what it's on for streaming. So, you know.
What if I want to know all about the complicated version?
That is going to require a lot, and I mean a lot, of comics, and a lot of cartoons, and movies, and just everything. So much. So much.
But I like complicated lore.
I'm not saying...
I read Homestuck. I like complicated lore.
I'm not saying we can't. I'm just saying it's going to be a fucking long process.
Or Bean could tell us all of everything. Paramount Plus, Amazon. The two we actually have.
We
Well, we don't have Paramount Plus, but we do have Amazon. Please tell me it's based on Amazon, so it's not like fucking money to watch.
No, if it's based on if it's Paramount Plus, it's based on Paramount Plus, and it's gonna be money to fucking
hell, man. Okay, so momentary complete loss of power means we transferred over to battery. Go check on the batteries. Okay, yeah, we fixed it for now.
For now.
Good.
For now is the key word.
Hey, I'll take it.
Not really, if you're only getting one continuity's lore, changes around a lot. Transformers Prime set the groundwork for a lot of this lore. IDW expanded and reimagined a good amount of it. So, okay. When he says complicated, he means all of it. He wants to know everything.
Yep. Yep.
We're at 4K. I'm pausing these because the water level's real low.
Yep.
Do we want to keep the sluices that come down here open?
Yeah, I think so. We're not losing any water that way. We're just making sure that our crops are still growing.
Yeah. I think I want to drop this to that. Because that should still be enough water to keep things growing.
Yeah, and then we have dam on top, right? So then during the wet season it can...
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that would work.
Because that'll just keep this from Like, I'd also recommend checking out the Skybound comments. They're really good, although they did kill off Bumblebee in issue 1. Brutally, Starscream shot half its face off while he was unconscious. Fuck! Yeah, see, this is why I hate Starscream. Fuck Starscream. Starscream sucks. All the homies hate Starscream. Okay. Okay. So now we got do this. Boom. Okay. And now we put in...
We're already up to 3s, so we need even more 3s.
Yep. Okay. Bean just... Ah!
Sorry, I forgot the warning.
I didn't. I didn't forget. I just neglected it on purpose. To fuck with Bean. Alright. Now, in order to actually do what we need to do here, we're gonna...
Yeah, and then the stairs. Which will have to come from one direction or the other. Maybe we shouldn't have built this bottom bit first.
It's too late now! And what we'll do is... That should allow them to reach
I think you can blow up that top layer now.
everything. Nope. Gotta get rid of this first.
No, that's... I meant that. I swear.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. You know I'm kidding, right?
Beans may be hopping off. It's been 2
No.
hours.
Okay, bye, Bean. I'm just gonna set these to fucking priority 1, basically. Not really, but like, kind of. And then...
Priority 1 if there's no emergency.
Yeah. The non-emergency priority 1. So that they get that shit done. But like, this one first. Please. Thank you. As soon as this one's done, I'm gonna blow it and then we'll go. Good luck, y'all. And remember, okay, what do you got? What do you got, Bean? Bumblebee, fuck you.
No! No!
You're wrong.
No!
Bean, you're just wrong.
No! Hey, before you do all of that,
What?
pause. Bottom right. Nah, that one was already planted, but you could still delete one of those and just put a staircase in.
Yeah, but they're already planted, so I don't want to.
Okay.
Like, legitimately, if I hadn't already gotten them fucking done, I would. But it doesn't feel right to do. You know?
Yeah, I guess.
I do hope they're able to be down in here while there's water, like, up above, like, if water ends up above them, I do hope they're able to do it. But anyway, now what?
It's been 2 hours.
I guess. Let me just double check this is okay. I guess we can call it for the day. Which this one I want to focus kind of like this, so that this can be seen. All right, you guys. Bye. Have a good night. We're gonna go get some food. This has been Two Idiots, One Console. And we hope to see you next time.
Bye.